Hi guys, Blake and Levi here today with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is, what is today? Friday the 26th. And we are going to do the one cast for you today. So today we boated up here. We are right up, we just started right at the cable here. We're over here on the very north bank. They are still running 5 floodgates, as you can see there, with 3 generators for 15,000 cubic feet per second. Today, Levi and I are both going to be throwing Lilley's 1/8 ounce white jigs. Mine's got a red collar. What's your red collar?
I don't believe so.
Nope, he's using the one with the white collar. I've got 2-pound test, he's got 4-pound test. And we're just going to kind of work this very north bank. It is a beautiful spring day here on Taneycomo. And so I've got some good fishing reports for today. It seems like the fishing is continuing to get better. Dwayne had a trip this morning. They came up here and started on white jigs, 1/8 ounce white jigs. Dwayne said they boated 9 fish pretty fast, including one, I think it was a 20-inch rainbow. And he said the white jig bite was pretty good. Captain Jeremy Rasnick came up here with some clients, and they drifted a double scud rig, big size 12 scuds. I think I caught some moss. Oh yeah, lots of moss. Okay, nothing officially on the first cast. He said that they were catching them pretty decently on the scud rigs. I'm gonna have to recast that. I got back. And Captain Philip Stone also had a trip this morning. And he told me that they were doing exactly what we're trying right now, which was coming over here on this generator side, the north bank. They were casting out the 1/8 ounce white jigs, kind of parallel with the boat like we are right now, letting out a little extra line and not really jigging it a whole lot, but just kind of letting it drag the bottom, kind of giving it just a little bump up off the bottom. And he said that they were catching 4 to 5 fish each pass from the cable down to the boat ramp, all the way down this north bank, doing this here, and said they were catching 4 to 5 fish, and they were all in the 16 to 19 inch range. So that's what we're trying here today. Captain Steve Dickey was went down in the creeks fishing some night crawlers, and he came back with some fish. Said that the creeks are pretty stacked up with boats right now, so I'm gonna try working my jig just a little faster. I normally wouldn't let out extra line when I cast, but I want that jig to kind of go straight to the bottom here. Got some heavier wind conditions today. But the good news is I think the fish are starting to get a little hungrier than they have been lately, and I think that they have seen a better amount of shad in the last 24 hours based on the way people are talking about the bite. We got quite a few boats out on the water today as well. I talked to a John boat that came back a little bit ago and said they were doing this same method with the white jigs, except they were working them from Point Lookout down to the Narrows, and said that they were catching some really nice fish and just having a good day catching fish. Jeremy told me, or not Jeremy, sorry, Captain Stone told me that they were working the white jigs from Lookout Point down on the north side, on the shallow side, down to the Narrows, and also catching some fish there too. So if they're seeing shad, they're seeing them all the way down to the Narrows. We are just now approaching outlet 3. And the wind is starting to really catch this pontoon boat that we're in today. It's kind of causing our jigs to go out downstream of us, which is not exactly favorable to what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to try just really casting upstream. Some other good spots to try today would be like over here behind the island where that eddy water is. If there's any shad coming through, those fish will wait in that eddy for them to go by and they'll come out. So good spots would be any of these eddies up here to kind of spot lock your boat in. Do we have the motor turned to the left or something? Is it? Okay. We're really getting pushed to the...
Straight up and down.
Okay.
It's just the wind.
A lot of the better reports I've heard were from earlier this morning before the sun hit high like it is right now. So that could affect the bite a little bit. Once that sun gets up high, even though we got a lot of water running, it's still going to affect the way they bite. And our jigs are really getting pushed downstream, which is not helping keep them on the bottom. Got someone parked over there in the outlet 480. That would be a good spot to be right now. I have a feeling this bite will get a little better up here again this evening once that sun kind of starts going down a little bit. But this wind pushing us upstream is really unideal for trying to drag these jigs on the bottom. I'm attempting to get my line as close to the water as possible here, trying to prevent the wind from blowing it. And the other good bets are still fishing against the bank. Those fish are going to try to get out of that current. They're going to be up in those little bank pockets where the water breaks. Oh, that looked like a fish. It's really hard to feel with the wind blowing right now, that jig on the bottom. So I'm doing a real careful job of just trying to watch my line for that bite. Levi caught a fish or the bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom. Get it back. Kind of looked like it pulled free. Is your hook bent? Well, we at least know Levi was on the bottom. I've had a really hard time in this wind feeling the bottom at all. It'd be really great if that wind died down. Ooh, that might have been a bump. Nope, it was moss. Let's see. However, other than a few of the guide reports this morning, a lot of the boats I've talked to are still experiencing slower fishing. We're coming up on the boat ramp pretty quickly here. I'd say the best time to get out here and try this right now is definitely going to be your morning bite or your later evening bite once that sun is down over the hills.
Can't get a tracer.
No, I'm having just a hard time feeling anything right now. It's this big pontoon boat that top is catching the wind like a sail and pushing us back upstream, and I don't think the wind was quite this significant this morning to early afternoon. It has definitely picked up. But a lot of these fish are getting really fat. All these scuds and the beginnings of the shad coming through. And I've heard lots of reports of nice fish caught today in the 16, 18, 20 inch range. Hey, cut that out. That water's cold. If they're seeing shad down there by Lookout Island and beyond, another great spot that's worked out in the past is pulling into the eddy that Lookout Point creates, the island, and fishing that eddy water. We are running out of time here to know what a fish looks like today. I really thought, after all my reports, that I'd get to come out here and catch some, but it is definitely a highest time of the sun, and that can affect the way they bite.
With row arc.
Yeah, I don't think we could have fit this boat in row arc with all the other boats. The winds are blowing, what do you think, 15, 20?
Probably.
Come on, just one fish. Right now we're fishing the north bank across from the trophy run bank here. Oh boy. Well, regardless, it is a beautiful day for fishing. May not be doing much catching right now, but did you find another grass fish?
Yep.
Don't cut me in half with your line. Hey, I found one too.
I didn't get one back.
Oh boy. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. Well, the fish beat us today, or maybe the time of the day and the wind beat us. I'm not sure which one. But if you're gonna be out here, definitely get out here. Try this in the morning. Try it in the evening, and you might have a little more luck than we did today. But we thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook, and we'll be out here to do it again tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Come on, do it. Catch that fish. I know he's sitting right there.
I'm trying.
All right.